Hey, Joe Rhodomoyer here. As creator and marketer of Opti-Mind Shaping personal growth and self-help program, I get to meet a lot of interesting people. And from time to time, I actually do what marketers call cold calling to share information about my program. I don't go door to door, but I still approach a perfect stranger and start talking. And there's a certain type of person that are politely turned off by my initial comments. And in their own way, they actually basically say the same thing. Forget about that stuff and just live your life. And I also find out as I'm talking to them that these folks have a lot of problems that they seem to accept as a part of their nature. And for example, one person just migrated from Missouri, living in an efficiency room, not enough money to fix a car and walking to a part-time job. Or others don't take care of themselves or have no goals or concerns with health problems, divorces, and terminations from employment. And in part, I actually agree with some of them in a way because I do. Part of the book has techniques on surrender and letting go, and I address the issues in my training modules. But I have to say that separate life forms are in nature really don't have a choice. Uh, in nature, they don't. Weaker forms of life in nature don't populate as well, and they don't dwell or worry about it. They just are what they are in their own beautiful way. However, it's a fact that nature operates its own genocide on them. The weaker deer are more easily shot and hit by cars, they starve quicker, they don't mate as often, and these weaker species in nature don't add psychological disorders to their problems or choose worry, frustration, and guilt. They just are, and I can respect that. In fact, there isn't much control over it. However, humans are a little bit different. At some point in our evolution, unlike most of nature, we were given consciousness or the knowledge of good and evil, so to speak, and we become our own judge and jury of ourselves and those around us. And I'm not being cruel in my next comment, I'm really stating a historical fact. When the weak are allowed to populate, typically there's a vulture that comes in and cleans up. And the same has been true throughout human history. For example, uh, even on a personal level, maybe you've experienced that you try not to date a loser, for example. So nature is always at work, and no human being is really above that. But there's also another group of individuals that I run to, and they also say just live your life, but they're mentally smarter and physically stronger in many ways, and I call them naturals. And I'm not a natural. Some people that have transferred some of these skills almost appear to be natural, but they actually learned it, and science has proven that it can be learned. And I know how to transfer this social and genetic program from the strong to the weak, the same set of thought patterns and emotions and thinking. The naturals have a different set of thought patterns and emotions. They know how to take massive action with literally no stress. It's like there's not really any fear or emotion in them about it. And we can transfer these same patterns through adult learning technology that communicates to the brain and body on a deeper level. Companies like Rosetta Stone have learned to teach complex skills in that way. And I hope you like the idea of making the weak stronger and uniting society and rather than purging them. I hope the idea makes sense to you. Strong communities through positive mental and emotional thought patterns rather than pride, competition, greed, and entitlement seem to drive these things. In the educational system, the churches and personal growth are failing because people don't receive the training for these things like they do for math or science. I'm telling you, if you have learned 26 sequential letters of the alphabet without missing a beat, and think about it, you can learn this one on the same deeper level. It just takes somebody who's willing to provide all the information that you need. You just don't need to be trained about some self-help tip about gratitude, peace, joy, or faith. You have to know where it is these things are. How you need to know all of them. You need to know what it is, and you need to know how to live it. You need to know what prevents you and how to destroy the obstacles on an internal level for the greater good. And these thoughts and emotional patterns cannot add a lost arm or leg, but they will make the most out of what you have to work with in the most natural and stress-free way possible. Opti-Mind Shaping is the most complete and comprehensive work of its kind. There is nothing else that covers everything. It would literally take hundreds of books to do the same thing. And just about every other book that I pick up is informational, and information isn't wisdom. Wisdom can only be attained by true learning on the inside. So I hope you check out OptiMindShaping.com. Thanks.